Hi, welcome to Make Something with me, David Picciuto, and today we're going to make this now playing record stand, and it's got some killer features you're gonna want to stick around to see. Check it. Here at my turntable, I want to build a now playing record stand. Currently, we just kind of throw it behind the record player, but there's these cables in the way, and the record can easily fall behind. I don't want to mount anything to the wall, and I want the record to sit up above the record player. I think we can take a thin board that slides underneath and pokes out through the back. We can build a back piece that fits around this with a little ledge on there that the record can sit on. That back piece, when not in use, I don't want just sitting here visible. So I figured it could be removable and then hang upside down. So the plan is to have that back piece slide on here. It tilts back, holds the record. So let's go down in the shop and make this. All right, you ready? So we have this piece of 1/8 inch plywood that I'm going to veneer with this walnut veneer that I have right here, and then we'll cut it down to size. Would this be curly walnut? We're just gonna use some contact cement, slap some on this guy, slap some on this guy. All right, we gave that contact cement a little bit of time to dry and get tacky, and if all goes well, this should just bond right to it. There we go. There's our walnut plywood. I got this piece of walnut from my local hardwood dealer, KenCraft. You can visit them at kencraftcompany.com. They do sell online. Love walnut, love working with walnut. So let's cut the back out of the solid piece right here. So now that I have my backing board, I want to cut a little slot in here for this to fit through. I have a straight bit here in my router, and I'm going to use these feather boards as stops. So I'm going to flip them upside down, and I'll be able to use that as a stop as I move back and forth between them. You don't want to cut the full depth in one pass. It's just too much pressure on that router and router bit. So we're going to come up about halfway through, and then we're going to raise the bit all the way up and then do a second pass and go all the way through. Center that on there. Make a couple of white lines. Now I want my slot to go slightly on each side of the line. So we'll just cut right along here. We're going to plunge slowly onto the bit, run it one way, and run it the other way. We'll raise the bit, and then we'll This will sit underneath the record player. This will slide on the back here. Now we just need to create a little lip here for the records to sit on. I don't know, coming out about an inch or so. And I'm gonna cut little grooves in that so the record has some grip. And I want it to be able to hold more than one record because a lot of times when I'm DJing, partying, playing records. I get lazy and I don't always want to put the records away, so I could set one record here, play the next record, set that on top. I want it to hold a few records. Is it okay if it just holds a few records?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Why am I angry?
I don't know.
Cool, bro. So I had this little V-bit here that I'm going to use to carve some grooves on here to give the records some grip. So let's set this up on the round. That is a 45 adapter on one side. Since this can be reversible, I'm gonna put my tattoo on the other side, and this is a tattoo of quarter rest. Shows my love for music.
And rest.
And resting. Shows my love for resting. And there it is. Quarter rest, bitches. All we're gonna do now is glue this in place. I'm gonna use wood glue and CA glue. The reason I'm using both is because CA glue dries real fast and the wood glue dries real strong. And I can just move along with the project and get some finish on here and get this guy finished up and done. Just hold that down for a minute. Let the CA glue do its job. Do your job, motherfucker! There we go. Now it's time for a little REM. People ask me about this sanding mat that I use all the time. This is not carpet pad. This is actually a router pad sold by KenCraft at kencraftcompany.com. It's a little bit more dense than a carpet pad. It's meant to hold a piece so you can router around it without using any clamps. While this is drying, I'd like to thank my top Patreon peeps this week, and that's Evan and Caitlin, Jediah Schultz, Mark Fink, Jonathan J. Katz Moses, Jason Hughes, Georgeann Reeve, Carl Brink, Glen Rossiter, Adam Beckwith, Bill Diehl, Brian McKnight, Chad Forrester, and Timothy Allen. If you want to support me and my show, visit patreon.com/Picciuto. So let's test this guy out. All right, so here is the moment of truth. We'll see if this works. This is gonna slide in there just like that. So I will slide this underneath the turntable. It'll poke out the back here. And I don't know if you can see this, but I can have the wires wrap around it. We'll stick this on there. Oh yeah, it's not even touching the wall. So that works. All right, so we'll grab the record. We'll stick it on there. Hope this can go back a little bit. Perfect. Now the record can't fall through. It's got a nice little resting home. If I want to put more records on there, it'll hold a few. I like that. So if I'm not playing records and I don't want to see this, I can flip it upside down and hang it on there, and it's completely out of the way. You see that? You got that on camera, Eric? Can you see that? That's your hand. Yeah, you can't touch it. Can't touch this.
Can't touch this.
So what I want to know is, how would you make this different? What would you do to improve this? Or how could you make this more stylish? What design changes would you make? Leave comments down below and let me know what you think. So this is version 1, so maybe with some of your input we can do another version. I'd like to thank KenCraft today for supplying the wood for this project. You can visit KenCraft at kencraftcompany.com. So Eric, what would you do different?
Well, could you make one that holds good records?
Hold on.
Oh.
All right. right, folks, that is it. We put out new videos every Thursday, so hit that subscribe button. You might want to hit that notification button to get notified when new videos come out. Give me a thumbs up if you think I deserved it. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. All right, folks, that is it. As always, be safe, have fun, stay passionate, and
Make something.